Good morning, everybody, and welcome to the next episode build. Today, we're going to start the kit bash of Goober's Feed and the barn, which is Mud Creek Models Kit 20 and Kit 22. This is an N scale. So before we get started on this, let's set these aside, and I want to do an update of where I'm at on ronnies and kind of what's going to transpire with that alongside this kit. So let's pull this puppy out. Okay, so right now, this is what I got. I just finished getting the roof on. I think it looks rather pretty cool. I did not use the actual shingles that came with the kit. I used some other ones I had. So I did paint the inside of the walls black. I got a little bit of an adjustment to make on the legs here, but they're pretty good. A little touch-up stuff. I did get that little rail put in there, and I got all the, like I said, I got all the trim around it on the dock. I got a little bit of touch-up to do here on the posts. I am going to be putting like a rope or string through, like what would normally be on a dock or a pier, to kind of symbolize that it's near water. And then as of right, and then I got it all pretty well done. The only two things I really have mainly left to do on this thing is the trim that goes up here along the sides. I got to paint the trim and install it on the little office, and want all the roofing up here and along here. So other than the trim work and the stairs, which is basically all I have left, this thing's coming along very, very nicely. I do intend to build the skiff part, the barge or the separate dock, but because of how it's going to be, I want to do that when this actually goes on the layout, and that won't take long to do, because there's not much that it's attaching to other than right here. You know, so the little platform that comes down in here, it only has one point of attachment, so I don't really want to do it until I'm ready to put it on the layout. So that will be held back along with my details. I'll be doing my detail parts when I do each of these kits that get put on. I will pull out the box and do the details and detail it out as it goes on the layout, and that will be videos down the road as I not really paint them, but as I do the touches and place it on the layout. You get to see the final resting place for these things. So that's kind of where I'm at on this build and whatnot. So we're going to set this one aside for now, and I will be doing the stairs and the trim on the side in my spare extra time, and that kind of thing. But we're going to get back to these two, which there's been a lot of people, well, not really a lot, but several people out there that's been excited. I know Frank's excited. I know a few others are excited to see these two kits being put together and how I'm going to do them. I'll be honest, this is the first time I've ever did two kits in one, so I'm right in the boat with you guys. I am going to see how these turn out, and I kind of went over in another video that I did about these, kind of how I'm going to do it, and that's pretty much how I'm going to do it. But this video is just an introduction that this is actually starting, and so I'm going to do these buildings all one by one. So again, I'm gonna go over kind of really what I'm gonna do, and I've never really tagged a video in my videos, so that will be an interesting thing for me to do. But let me go over with what I'm going to do. So this Goober's feed, I'm going to take out this little small building and I'm going to move it. This little in building, this building, and the long, so this little guy, that big part of the, and then the long piece is all going to stay the same. I'm just removing this out of the way so that it, and then I'm gonna, let's see if I can't, because this, that middle piece is going to be what's going to be the thing. So we have the main structure right here. We have the back of the main structure. So I'm setting this up real quick, just flat, so you can see kind of what I'm going to do. So then this is supposed to be that way, and then okay, so there are 4 windows on the side. This piece goes right there, so this will be like this. Then this will be like that, and this will obviously be looking kind of like that. So we're gonna, these are face down just to make it easier for me to see it, like that. And then this other wall has to go over here. And then on the small building that's over here, there's a little door. And then, which will go on that wall. And then you have this piece that goes on that wall. And then you have it go here, because on that one building you have a smaller little side building, though that's coming off. And so when you do that, you leave this open wall here. And if you look in this picture here on the back side, this will actually go here. So they got a window on this side and a window on the back side of this smaller building, which is this building right here. And then you have the two different little lean-tos right here. Well, we are going to figure out which one is which. Okay, so the longer one goes to the over here. So we'll figure out which goes which. I think these, yeah. Something like that. Anyway, what so this that's kind of how it kind of goes. But anyway, that's kind of what I'm leaning forward to is that for this, and then it'll tie into the other one. The barn will meet up into that. So we're gonna do this one kit at a time, but we're gonna put them together as one kit. So right now we're gonna start with goobers. We're gonna get this all prepped, painted, and ready to go. And then we'll do the assembly of the main house and this piece, and then the one piece that's on here. The other one is going to be might or might not be used, so we're going to figure that out later, whatnot. But we're going to start on this one here, and then we'll start moving to the barn. And the barn side is going to go right there. So this barn is going to physically attach to the end of this structure, tying both kits together. But we're going to do them separately for now, get them all done, and then we're going to assemble them all together. But how it comes together, the colors, all that is yet to be decided. But this is where we begin the work, and we're going to see what happens. So that's kind of a start. We're going to start with goobers and go from there. But we are officially started on this kit bash. So goobers is where we're at, and then we'll move over here to the barn. Once we do the barn, we'll figure out the how we're going to set this all up. But we'll probably put this just like this, and whatnot. We might move some walls around just to make it work. I've yet to decide. I'll figure when I do this building, I will definitely know how things are going to be as far as putting this all together. Again, the barn has the barn has 1, 2, 3 buildings to it. And this one has 4, because you have 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is gonna be fun. I'm just gonna shoot from the hip on this one. I got a direction I'm going and an idea and kind of an overview in my mind of how I want it to look. So we're just gonna shoot for it and make it happen. So yeah. So with that, we're gonna stop here for the day. But essentially, we are started. Later this week, I should be getting my brand new light for my bench. I got 2 lamps on my bench. I got a white light here that I'm using now, which is okay. But I know it can be better. I got a lamp up here that has not a good bulb in it, and it's a yellow light, and it just collaborates my light and doesn't really do any good for me. So I got myself another light. And I will show that off later this week. On the next video. I'm excited to get some better lighting finally for my bench. And just getting into this kit bash altogether. So all right, guys. Well, that wraps up today's video. We have a starting point. We have an idea and a direction and a plan. So working on goobers, getting it all together, then work on the barn parts, get that all together. And then we will work on meshing it all together as one. And then when we're done with it, we're done with it. Again, I'm not doing any detail parts on these. I'm just putting the kit together, and then going into the layout, I'll add whatever I want to add to it. This is not going to be Goober's Feed or the barn, because they're 2 separate kits going into one. So there's a few names I'm considering. So once I decide a name, I will reveal it later in one of the videos. So take care, guys, and we will see you either later this week or into next week. Because I did tell Frank I would do a review on my lamp and showing the brightness on my workbench. As you can see, this is the workbench. It's kind of bright just with this lamp right here. So I would show you the before with this lamp, and then I'll have my other lamp, and I'll demonstrate the brightness, and so you can see for yourself how it all works, and how bright it is. So stay tuned for that video. During that video, I will do an update on this and where I'm at. But in the meantime, I got to get to work and get some bracing done. So we'll see you in the next episode.